Yes, I talked to the doctor, and he's concerned with me being sick and all of that. Yes, that's. He's also concerned, apparently, with the amount that I drink, and I told him I only have one drink every day, and he said, well, it doesn't look like that. And I said, I'm telling you, the only thing I drink needs more rum, but I don't know what else to say. And he said, yes, something like that. And so he said that I am only allowed to have one drink every day, and I told him, well, that suits me just fine. I have no problem with just one drink every day. It's not like I have a problem or anything. You know what I mean? That's right. I can stop whenever I want. So I also have these meetings that I have to attend and things like that. Something about keeping my liver healthy and part of a community. Say hello to people. I don't know what they're talking about, but we'll work on that when the time comes to it, I suppose. So I'm just going to work on a single drink and move on from there. I'm gonna have to call you back. All right. I love you too. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to the Alexander Sanford Show. I am Alexander Sanford. Today, we will be looking at the season finale of Alexander Sanford. It's very sad, I know. We've been through so much together these past few weeks, looked into so much from the archives, talked with so many figures from my line of work. Makes me sad to see that this season is over. But not to worry, we'll be back again next season. With me tonight is Corinne Mill, an actress that I have had the pleasure of working with from time to time, and who is a great humanitarian and lover of the arts. We will also be looking at the second half of Porch Guys, which we dug out of the archives last episode and just kind of tossed in there. Didn't realize it was that long, so we had to cut it off in half, but you'll get the second half now. I hope you'll stay tuned.
Hey, Irv. Where's Ralph?
I think he went to the house to get high.
Damn. I came over here to see if he had any weed. You know, I think Pete's getting more burnt out every semester.
Really? You think?
Yeah. Did you know he missed all his finals?
Well, it's not like he ever went to any of the classes anyway. I'll let the machine get it. I can't deal with anyone right now. Especially if it's my mom looking for me.
Sweetie, where are you? I haven't heard from you. Please call me.
Fuck this call. Let's go back to the porch. I need to get really, really high. Right now. Hey, man. Stop by your pad. You weren't there.
Probably just missed me.
Pete, Zach tells me you were wasted and you missed all your finals.
Yeah, I didn't know that graduation was 2 weeks ago.
You had no idea?
Well, I was a little confused why no one was hanging around anymore. But I guess that, next semester I'll just take all the classes I was supposed to in the first place. I already got the books, right?
No, you don't.
What do you mean?
I sold them.
What do you mean you sold them?
I sold them and he's the money to buy a keg.
What keg?
For Jay's graduation.
Jay graduated?
Yeah?
That's just fucked up. Damn it! I was probably gonna go to class next semester too.
Dude. Come on.
Fuck off!
What's this all about?
You sold my fucking beer money.
It's not like you're gonna use them.
Might have.
Hey, all right, guys, knock it off. Herb, got any weed? No, man. Ralph,
Sorry, nope.
Zach, you got any weed?
No, man. That's why we came over here.
Hobart hasn't been around today. There's gotta be some somewhere around here.
Check the trophy.
All right, now smoke and make up. Let's get out of here. Yeah, let's go out back. Leave these two to their own devices.
Cool. You got enjoyed out of it.
So you're really checking your stocks in here all the time, huh? You know, I'm so convinced you're just downloading porn. That's why you're in here all the time.
I tell you, man, electronic investing is the future. Now, if I could just hack my way, get some insider information on those big corporations, driving a Testarossa in no time.
You still want that Ferrari, huh?
It's a great American dream. Own the finest Italian sports car available.
Gee, I'd like to smoke a ball while we're going to religion class. Me and you and Bobby Brooks and just a couple of friends.
Hey, Hobart, you got any special deliveries for us today?
Guys, I asked you not to call me that. I'm the Black Eagle, remember?
Whatever, Black Eagle. We need a bag.
Guys, we have to use our little codes when we're doing our transactions.
Right. Does the red fern grow in the valley of the disenfranchised?
Only when the golden swans croon for the long-lost sailors.
So what's the code for an eighth?
Will the swordfish dance at prime time when the kangaroos hop?
Will the swordfish dance at prime time when the kangaroos hop?
Fireflies glow his brightest at midnight. Happy birthday, Mr. President. I'll be 2 tickets to ride.
Dude, why can't you just say 20 bucks?
Because this is illegal. Damn. Look, this goes against every single oath I took as a U.S. Postal Service employee. Look, love the codes, learn the codes, and live by the codes. It's the only way to ensure the survival of this operation.
Let's get high, watch a movie. How about Forrest Gump?
Dude, Forrest Gump is a moron.
No way, dude. He did all sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah, but he was an idiot.
Hey, he got to meet Kennedy. Kennedy. Now there's a man who knew what it was like to be in power. He nailed Marilyn Monroe right there in the Oval Office. He didn't fuck around.
Yeah, not like Clinton with his white trash and fat chicks. He's going for quality.
Imagine sensory overload, having one finger on the button and the other 9 on Marilyn Monroe.
You know, that's why he was shot. The whole assassination was because of Marilyn Monroe.
What? You think Jackie O had Kennedy killed over some infidelity? She knew exactly what was going on. Shit, man, you don't marry a Kennedy and know you're not gonna be cheated on. It was probably written up in some type of prenup.
No, man, it wasn't Jackie O. It was the mob. You see, Hoffa, he was the godfather, right? And he wanted to stick his dick in Marilyn, too.
Who didn't want to fuck Marilyn Monroe?
Right? Anyway, he was real pissed off that she was banging JFK. So Jimmy Hoffa is this real take charge kind of guy, right? He decided to off Kennedy himself. Hey, not many people know this, but you know those shots from the grassy knoll?
Yeah.
That was Hoffa. Jimmy Hoffa really killed Kennedy.
So how did Lee Harvey get mixed up in this?
The mob threatened to kill his family unless he was at the Texas School Book Suppository that day in Dallas. They planted the rifle, and they tipped off the feds.
So why did Jack Ruby kill Oswald?
See, Ruby was working for the feds. See, when J. Edgar Hoover found out that they fucked up, he decided to get Oswald killed to keep him from talking and fucking up the FBI's image. And Jimmy Hoffa, they put him in a witness protection program. Dude, he's not under the end zone in Giant Stadium. He's living it up in a whorehouse in Tahiti.
Nice theory, Oliver Stone.
Good evening. Tonight, unfortunately, we have to deal with housing upstairs in Hendricks Hall.
Unfortunately.
Lots of those damn freshmen.
You stupid freshmen. Shut up, you stupid freshmen!
So
I don't think
we'll
that's going to work.
No, I don't think so either.
Oh.
We will just have to try to work around that. Tonight with me is Corinne Mill. Hello, Corinne.
Hello, it's nice to see you again, Alexei.
Nice to see you as well. How have you been?
I've been all right. Been pretty busy now lately.
Really?
Yes, I
Really?
have. I've been getting a lot of work recently because I just got breast implants.
Really?
So now everyone's just like, hello, how are you doing today?
They look wonderful. They look
Oh,
wonderful.
thank you, my dear.
And you say you've been doing a lot of work. What kind of work have you been up
Yes.
to?
Oh, I've been doing just a ton of films and stuff, actually. I've been doing a lot of stuff in my hometown in Britain, so, yeah.
Any titles we might want to look out for in the
Well,
coming months?
there is the one that we did work on together, my dear, which was
Ooh,
Harry
true.
Potter and the Pile of Kleenex.
Mm.
Yes, that was very lovely. And you did play Harry. Oh, you were so good.
Oh, it's
Oh, come on. That was a fabulous performance. You should have got an award for that.
I should have, and they really did dig the scar.
Yeah, they did the scar and the don't forget the wand.
Mm. They love that
Smashing.
wand. Love that wand.
Yes.
And
was
how,
very nice.
how long have we been working together, Corinne?
It's been actually a few years, about 5 years now.
Not 5
Yeah,
years?
because I remember we did the Harry Potter film, and then before that, we did Charlie's Anal. Remember that?
I do remember that.
Yes, you did. You played the villain in that one.
I
That
was
was
the
one of
villain.
them.
I had a curlier mustache back then. It was glorious.
yes,
I used to twirl it, and
It's a shame you had to shave it off. It
it
looked
was very
wonderful.
sad.
You could have gotten in the Pirates of the Caribbean one, but
I
didn't
could have
work.
gotten in. That's true. That's true.
That's all right. That's all right. You know what? It's all right. The pirate one sucked anyway, so don't worry about it.
Very true.
Yes,
Very true.
the Jack Sparrow character had enormous man boobs, so it didn't work. Yeah, no, didn't work.
I had all the motions down, just couldn't pull the mustache together fast enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, well, what was your first film in this business, Corinne?
My first film. Let me think of that one. That one was Seaman Man.
When
yes,
was that?
That was in 1996, actually.
96?
When I just turned 18. It was my first one.
96.
So.
Really? Really?
Yes, it was. Originally, it was supposed to be about seaman on a ship.
Right, right.
But they decided to go with more of a Rain Man perspective on it.
Really?
I don't know why they did that. It did not make sense to me. I liked the seaman idea because he had all the boys on the ship and they were all ha. But then you went to Rain Man and it didn't make any sense.
No, it didn't come through
And
in the film either.
And unfortunately, my first role was the girl on the left. That was it. I didn't have a big role. But apparently that got me recognized.
I remember my first role was the guy with the flowing hair and the exceptional talent.
Wasn't that in that Austin Powers movie?
Oh, yes. It was a precursor to the movies. Actually, the
Yes, I
movies
thought.
after that were based on
Oh.
fellow co-star of mine, Mr. Woody Backnall.
Oh, Woody
Yeah,
Backnall.
yes,
Oh,
he,
yes. We have worked on a couple films actually.
He's a producer now.
Yes, I
Unfortunately,
know.
we don't get to spend much time with Woody. He's become a bit of a recluse in his later years, but
Yes.
It was-
Yes. I
it was a good
decided
time.
not to work with him anymore after the Austin Powers. That's all right though. It'll be
he's
okay.
not as demanding as Dennis can be, but
Oh
he's,
my God, he
he's a
is a
bit-
freaking monster.
yes, he can be.
Seriously.
It's all about the production with Dennis, never about
I know.
any of the people who work with him.
Yeah, he
unfortunately.
didn't care. Okay, we worked together on New Mooning, which is about the Twilight books.
Right, right.
But he was literally being a jerk about it. Like, I'm just like, I'm supposed to show off my behind to the camera and to my two co-stars.
Right.
But he didn't want me to do that. Like, Like, it was just like, oh, you're too fat for the role. I'm like, excuse me? You wanted something with a big butt, didn't you? But he was just like, no, you're apparently way too big for this. I wanted to freaking kill him.
I don't understand where Dennis is coming from most times, honestly.
I really don't get it. You would think that girls with big curves would be big sellers, but apparently not. We need skinny minis to get big sellers. I don't get it.
I don't understand either. Why can't we just love ourselves for who we are?
I love myself right now. I have big curves, and I love them.
I have
Seriously.
nice socks on
They are very
beautifully
gorgeous socks, dear.
tightened calves. I am
Yes,
just...
are these Egyptian cotton? That's
Oh,
very
they are
nice.
actually.
That is very nice.
They fit me like a glove, if you know what I mean. And it is.
Yes,
It
they
is.
do.
I've had to have a few pairs made, to be honest with you. I just keep running through them
Oh, I know what you mean.
all day, every day. Fortunately. Well, we'll be right back.
Kidding you not. Actually, yeah, I'm joking.
Thing I've heard.
Yeah, but hey, do you want to hear some real fucked up shit, man?
What?
I got a phone call from Viking this morning.
No shit.
Yeah.
What's he up to?
The guy's getting married.
You're shitting me.
No, I'm not. He's got like the whole thing planned out. He's flying out to Hawaii tonight, and he's gonna propose to her on one of those like outrigger canoes on Waikiki at sunset.
Man, Viking's getting married.
Yeah.
Who'd ever thought that'd happen?
Yeah, I know, right? I mean,
Who's he gonna marry?
remember that Beth chick that he was dating?
The blonde from Minnesota.
Yeah, her.
She's hot.
Yeah, but did you ever hear her talk, man?
I only married that one time. I was pretty drunk. Springfest, you know.
No, yeah. Well, she's got this like real fucked up accent, like those people in Fargo. You know,
Yeah.
like you betcha, you betcha, yeah, something like that.
Yep. Man, though, it's fucked up when your friends start to get married. You
Yeah,
know?
especially a guy like Viking, you know? I mean,
No shit.
so how's Zach doing?
He's real fucked up, man.
Really?
You know why I came up here from New York City?
No, not really. Do you know?
Well, you know how I was living with that model?
Yeah.
Well, he caught his girlfriend banging some other guy.
Oh man, that's rough. Did he know the guy?
Not really. Remember that band, Springfest? Captain Acid?
Yeah, those like no talent dickwads. He played that disco metal space age
Yep.
shit. Yeah.
That's the one.
They suck.
Caught his girlfriend banging the bass player in the bathroom.
Oh shit, that sucks.
Tell me about it. You working tonight?
No, I'm off.
Cool. We gotta get Zach out, man.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Catch you later.
See ya.
So tell me, why'd you decide to come up here instead of moving in with your folks?
Well, I needed to get out of New York for a while and go someplace I felt like home. And since my mom and dad moved to Orlando a couple of years ago, this is the closest I can get to home. Besides, they live in a one-bedroom condo now, and I would have ended up sleeping on the couch.
And that would suck. I mean, what would you do if you ever met any chicks?
Oh, shit, forget about that. And it's not like I could even jerk off, you know? I would have ended up getting them out of the house just so I can rub out a load.
Then you'd have to hide your porn for sure.
Oh, I couldn't have my mom find that out. I'd have to find something else, like my mom's Cosmos.
Or Victoria's Secret catalog.
The underwear section from the Sears catalog.
How about a picture of Martha Stewart from Ladies' Home Journal?
Martha Stewart? Man, you and I have to have a little talk later.
All right. You could find ads for the Po White's chick in Sports Illustrated or something.
Just get the swimsuit issue, man.
There are a lot of international honeys in New York, right?
Sometimes it seems like the only American period New York.
Bet you met quite a few foreign chicks dating a model and shit.
Yeah, I guess so.
Man, that must rock.
Trust me, I'm never going to date another model as long as I live.
Are you fucking crazy?
You're just gonna have to trust me on this one.
Yeah, listen to him, man. He speaks from experience.
You know, this guy's never gonna listen to us. He's been a cocky little punk from the first time I met him.
That's why he will remain unenlightened.
Yeah? Who needs enlightenment?
Trust me, man. As you get on in years, you will discover that your need for enlightenment shall only increase, especially when it comes to what's going on inside the mind of a woman.
What are you? Some sort of wizened kung fu master all of a sudden?
Nah. Closest thing you got, though.
You must learn to respect your elders.
Hey, what's up, baby? You want to have a good time? Shut up, Burnout.
Of course, there are exceptions to every rule.
What time is it?
Holy shit, it's almost 4 o'clock.
All right, Love Boat. Hey guys, Love Boat.
Sweet.
All right, I haven't played Love Boat in so long.
Yeah.
Yo, I call Captain Stubby.
I got the boat.
Whew, shit's harsh.
I got the boat.
Oh, you pathetic drunk. What? Dibs on Captain Stubby.
Sorry, Holmes, I already called the captain.
Fine, I got Julie.
Pussy.
Blow me, asshole.
I'm gonna take Isaac as usual. Who you taking?
I'm gonna wait and see who the guest is.
You can't do that. You can only pick a regular character. It has to be regular.
Yeah? Since when is the boat a character?
The boat is on every show.
Dude, just let him pick a guest. After all, he is a guest.
There's John Ritter. I'll drink every time he's on screen, all right?
I think I know this episode. He dresses up like a chick to try to get aboard the boat.
You never could shake that whole drag queen homo thing from his company now, could he?
You're watching Love Boat.
Commercial break.
Crunchy's Munchies.
I'll get the beer.
Damien, I'm worried about Muffy.
Why, Courtney? From the producers of Nowhere USA comes a remarkable new series.
She took a cab downtown to see Algernon.
Hey, wait a second. Isn't that the PWT chick?
Yeah. I don't care what the show's about. I'm gonna watch it.
God, I can't believe they picked Fifth Avenue Academy. Pilot for that script was terrible.
Why? You know someone to work for?
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend.
Which one's her?
That one, right there.
You have to talk to me.
Oh, but she'd kill me if I did that.
Coming of age, coming this fall.
Man, you're my hero. I'd give fucking 3 inches off my dick just to get with her once.
Well, the whole thing, huh?
Fuck you.
Don't go to that extreme.
No fucking way, man.
Yes, fucking.
No, there's no fucking way that you were dating the Po White Tennessee lager girl. I don't believe it.
Believe it.
Zach was becoming one of us again. It took less than 24 hours for him to revert back to his porch guy ways. And who could blame him? He went from hero to zero in an instant. I mean, if I was dating the PWT girl and caught her with those scumbags from Captain Acid, I'd go off on a bender and spend at least 6 months fucked up beyond all recognition. Hell, I'm surprised how well Zach handled the situation. Of course, the closest I'll ever come to the situation is, well, I gotta get the girlfriend first. And now the chick wasn't bad. Let's face it, she's never going to be in a beer commercial. Too bad she lives on Long Island. That's a long way from the porch. You can't just call her up and go for a cup of coffee when she lives 200 miles away. Too much planning involved. Anyway, back to Zach. Hey, that rhymes. Anyway, by sundown, you never would have known he's been off the porch for 2 years. But you could still tell he's not quite over it. Hey, can you really blame him? After all, she's the Po White's girl.
6 o'clock in the morning. Bring it on strong till the break of dawn. That's what I need. Round up, around up, around here, I know. Coming down here, I know. Another round up, around here, I know. Coming down here, I know.
Yo, give me a smoke.
Can't. It's the last one.
Anyone else got a smoke?
Oh, hey, can you give me a pack of smokes?
Fuck you, get your own smokes.
If I can't get a smoke, I can't take a shit.
Like that affects me in any way, shape, or form?
When I wake up, if I can't have a cup of coffee and a cigarette, first thing, I get all constipated.
Oh man, just get him to smoke. He's already full of enough shit as it is.
Fine, I'll get your goddamn smokes.
There's some, I'll give you the rest sometime else.
Yeah, get me a 40 while you're at it.
Me too.
Here, just get us all a cake, man.
Get your fucking own shit.
But you're already going.
I'm going for myself, not for you fucking knuckleheads.
We'll draw for it?
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, you know the rules. Low man goes. All right, look at them. 8 of clubs.
Jack of hearts.
5 of diamonds.
6 of diamonds, biatch.
Queen of hearts.
Fucking A.
Have a nice trip. Don't buy me no frickin' lights this time.
It goes for the beard too, Slappy.
Hey, put those beers in the fridge. We're just waiting for you to get back so we can go out.
You guys made me go all the way down to the deli and back to get beer, and now we're not even gonna drink it?
We're gonna drink them, just not now.
Yeah, right now we're going downtown.
Well, let's go downtown after we drink these beers.
Come on, Zach wants to go out now.
And because Zach wants to go out, we all have to go out.
Now come on, Pete. He hasn't been out with us in a while. Show a little hospitality. Now put the beers in the fridge. Let's go down to the old Spanish tavern.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
Give me my smokes.
Well, it's Tuesday afternoon, my friend, and I don't think that I'm gonna be eating anytime soon. Why don't you order me up a turkey sandwich with lots of mayonnaise? Don't forget the provolone and all the lettuce on top. Something just ain't right here. Something's going wrong. Something just...
So why didn't you make it as a writer for Saturday Night?
Yeah, he's coming with some pretty funny shit, man.
I guess it wasn't that funny to Lauren Michaels.
You sent him your stuff though, didn't you?
Yeah, I sent him some great stuff.
Hey, any of that Star Wars stuff you see email me?
Of course.
Ever show you that stuff? Hope Jedi, Sandcrawler spotting?
No, what was it?
When I found out that Ewan McGregor and Samuel L. Jackson were going to be in the new Star Wars movies, I wrote these things combining their characters from Pulp Fiction and Trainspotting with Star Wars.
Yeah, like, choose the Force, choose a lightsaber, choose a land speeder, choose T-16s, moisture evaporators and power generators. Choose the wasting away in some cantina most isolated with the same wretched high of scum and villainy, seal today after seal today.
Bantha Burger? That's that new Tuscan Raider hamburger place, isn't it? Now, I don't eat much meat because my man Ewan is a vegetarian, which pretty much makes me a vegetarian too.
Oh man, so where else you trying to get work?
Letterman, Conan, McDonald's. I sent out a few spec scripts for The Simpsons. Never heard anything from them.
Why not?
Well, I didn't have an agent for one thing.
You know what you should send to Saturday Night Live? Do something about like Pete and Tony. When two guys are sitting on the porch getting high, talking shit. Call it the Porch Guys.
Sounds like Wayne's World.
Yeah, but you know, that was a huge success for them. It was 10 years ago, too. Plenty of time to rehash it.
Yeah, it's not like there's anything original in that show anymore.
Yeah, right? You know those Night at the Roxbury guys? I mean, Steve Martin and Dan Aykroyd did that back in the 70s. Remember the wild and crazy guys? Huh?
Man, you come up with shit funnier than that. Speaking of which, check out the bar.
You know, you two girls can't leave town until you come smoke up on the porch with us.
And why would we want to do that?
Well, it's kind of a tradition. It's one of those things you do.
I don't care, and it'll be fun. Tina, we have better things to do than smoke up with Cheech and Chong here. No offense, guys.
None taken.
Yeah, man, we like Cheech and Chong.
So then Nun says, I never tasted that before. Right?
Hey, boys, what are you doing?
What's up? Hey, you wanna go shoot some stick?
Yeah, I'm game. Have a seat.
It's good to be home.
Yeah. Don't you wish there was a place like this on Ludlow Street?
Yeah, there's not too many places in Manhattan that have quarter draft nights.
Yeah, and I bet you never thought you'd miss 25-cent bottles of Pearl Whites either.
You know what I miss? Foosball.
Man, I haven't played food in the longest time.
Let's play.
I probably suck now.
Come on, man, let's play a game.
I'm too drunk.
There's no such thing as too drunk to play foosball.
Yeah, if you can stand, you can play.
Maybe not you.
Oh, and what is that supposed to mean?
It means you suck.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The next round says Kara and I can kick your asses.
Well, I don't know. Those are pretty high stakes. What do you say, Zach?
No. It's beer and bragging rights.
What are you guys afraid you're gonna get beat by a bunch of girls?
Them there's fighting words. You got yourself a game.
Hello?
Hello, is this Zach Sutter?
Yeah, who's this?
My name is Lance Andrews. I'm co-producer of Fifth Avenue Academy.
What do you want?
Well, I was interested if you were wondering about joining our writing staff.
That bitch Sandra didn't put you up to this, did she?
Excuse me?
What, did she fuck you in the men's room too? What? How many other people did you have to fuck to get on your dumb show? Who the fuck writes that shit anyway?
Apparently not you, Mr. Sutter. Goodbye.
Who called?
Nobody important. Hey, what happened to you last night?
What do you think?
Stay at Mandy's place, huh?
Yeah, so?
Nothing, that's cool.
What'd you end up doing?
Ralph bought us all shots. Tony ended up puking on himself.
Okay, glad I missed that.
Yeah, you didn't have to carry his ass home. I think I passed out at Ralph's place, although I'm not exactly sure how I got there.
So I take it you got a little wasted last night.
Shit, I think I'm still drunk, but wasted would be what I think I did with my life this morning.
What are you talking about?
Come on, let's take a walk.
One of those stories?
Yeah, one of those stories. Man, I gotta get some water.
Sounds like you fucked up, man.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, hey, man, you gotta try and find a positive angle in all this.
Positive angle?
Hey, you got one call, right? I mean, doesn't that tell you something?
I probably only called because Xandra demanded it.
Oh, you think?
I don't know.
So just maybe they called you because they think you got some real talent.
It's a possibility.
So call her up.
Yeah, right.
Why not?
Because.
Because you caught her in that bathroom, fucking that scumbag, right?
Yeah.
Well, if it was me, I'd call her up. I mean, I'd rather confront that than spend the rest of my life pondering the what-ifs. Those what-ifs in life, they'll drive you crazy. You know? Hey, I gotta get back to the house. I'm supposed to take Mandy out for some coffee later.
You're so whipped.
Hey, maybe so. And if you guys get laid last night?
Hey, maybe I will call her. I mean, my stuff and my stereo's still at her place, and I gotta call her up if I want to get it back, right?
Bye, Petey. Don't be a stranger.
You know I won't. 555-3571.
That's right. Don't you forget it. I know where you live.
I thought you said her ass was too big.
I found out that's quality products. I gotta get some sleep. Long night.
Pete, wake up!
What?
Is Herman around?
Leave me alone, Mandy.
Oh, come on, Pete. Get up.
Don't you know it's not polite to disturb people in their rooms?
Just tell me where Herman is.
He's upstairs, downloading porn. Now leave me alone.
Hey, cutie. What you doing?
Just trying to make a few dollars.
You're really trying out powerbroker.com?
Yeah, I got a $500 savings bond for my 13th birthday, cashed in a while ago. Thought I'd start playing the stock market, just see how it works out.
Trying to get enough to buy that Ferrari?
You've noticed my obsession.
Seems that's not the only thing you're obsessed with.
What's that supposed to imply?
Well, by looking at your, wallpaper, It would appear to me that you have an affinity for breasts.
Well, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you and try and tell you that I don't find them fascinating.
Why are men so fascinated by our breasts?
I'm glad you asked. Actually, there's a lot of theories on that. Some people think it has to do with when man started to walk upright. The breast replaced the butt as the primary attribute of sexual attraction.
Tits and ass, according to Charles Darwin.
Yeah, something like that. Me personally, I attribute it to simple curiosity.
Curiosity.
Yeah, well, not having any breasts of my own, well, not any big ones anyway, I consider them a constant source of wonder.
So you're fascinated by things you don't have? Does this apply strictly to large breasts?
Of course not. I'm fascinated by plenty of other things I don't have. Like a Ferrari, Jimi Hendrix Live at Monterey bootleg, money.
Man, you wanna know something strange? I went home last week for my sister's birthday. We went out to this bar. I ran into one of my old girlfriends.
How'd she look?
That's the fucked up part. See, back in the day, she was like the hottest chick in high school. Now, I'd have to down a bottle of Jack just to even think about doing her.
What'd her mom look like?
Her mom?
Yeah, did she have an attractive mom?
Not really.
That explains it.
I think you're gonna have to explain this a little further.
It's not that complicated. It's basic genetics. See, if she's got an ugly mom, chances are she's got ugly genetics.
So you're saying that you can see how a girl's gonna look in the future just by looking at her mother?
Well, you know, mothers, aunts, older sisters and cousins. You have to research the entire family tree. You know, that's why I'll never get serious with a girl who's either been orphaned or adopted, because there's just no way to predict the future. Hey, where are you two going?
And that would be none of your fucking business.
Well, if you must know, Pete, all the girls at my sorority are just so hot for Herman that we've decided to kidnap him and make him into our personal love slave.
Hey, Pete, I think Big Vic's in that sorority. Maybe you can make her your personal love slave.
I got a phone call to make.
All around, you see porch guys. They aren't always on a porch, though. Old men on park benches, they're porch guys. Those men who pass their days away at the Legion, or the Elks Club, or the VFW post, that's their porches. Angry prepubescent boys skateboarding in parking garages, teenagers smoking cigarettes behind a 7-Eleven, old ladies at bingo night. These are all examples of people who have found their own personal porches. Sometimes you gotta get on with your life. Get off that porch. I'm not saying that time spent on the porch is time wasted. You just have to know when you've been sitting on that porch for too long.
Well, sounds like they're starting to quiet down up there, actually.
I don't think so, actually. I
Nope.
can still hear the babies yelling.
Yes. Yes, there they are.
Yes. Yes, shame.
Well, we will soldier on. We are back
We
with
will.
Corinne Mill.
Hello.
Hello. Tell us a little bit about your favorite color.
My favorite color is actually orange.
Orange?
It sounds unusual for a girl, actually, to like orange. Because some women will like red because it's seductive, or some people want pink because it's pucky. But me, I like orange. Orange is different. It's very wild and exotic.
And how did you come to orange?
Orange? I don't know. I started eating a huge carton of orange sherbet. And you know what? I'm like, this looks beautiful. So it's going to be orange. It's my favorite color.
That works for me.
Yes. Yes.
What place do you feel our business has in the world at large?
In the world at large, I think our business is starting to get lower in society, honestly. I feel like nobody cares about what we do anymore. Like, it's way too Hollywood nowadays. What we do is we do art. We don't do what Hollywood calls art. Hollywood calls art as car bombs and intense scenes between people. But they don't show the beauty of what we call art. Okay? I'm just saying.
It's true.
I'm
It's
just
very
saying.
true.
What we do is beautiful. What they do is junk. We'll put it that way.
I can't understand how so many of these films just involve streets exploding.
I know, like
Michael Fay. I don't understand. How is that entirely entertainment? That's destruction.
I
It's-
really don't. It hurts my eyes. I can't watch a movie without having a migraine or a seizure when I get out of a film.
It's terrible.
Seriously.
It's truly terrible.
It's
I-
really horrible. And the way they portray our type of art specifically in Hollywood is just disgraceful.
It is.
They treat them more as objects rather than art forms.
Well, actors and actresses, we are the living, breathing part of this industry.
Yes,
and
we are.
we are treated as nothing more than disposable entities.
Yep.
And sometimes not even entities in and of ourselves. We're bottles to
I
be
know.
placed and then disposed of when they're done with us.
That's it. As soon as these things go saggy, I'm done. I can't do it anymore.
As soon as this robe doesn't fit, you'll find me sitting at home.
It's alright.
It's very sad.
It's okay. We'll be sitting together at home and eating orange sherbet. It's alright.
True. Very
Yes.
true.
It's okay.
In any case, tell me about your favorite production.
My favorite production is The Sixth Sense.
Really?
Yes, it is my favorite production. Because, you know how I was talking about, like, art forms and, you know, what we do is beautiful. It was kind of like The Sixth Sense. Like, you know, you have your senses, your taste, your smell, your hear, and all of that stupid rubbish. And then you have The Sixth Sense. Like, we don't actually say what it is, but you can feel it throughout the entire film because it is so passionate. The way that, like, we acted in the film, it was so passionate. Again, going back to the Hollywood thing, we're not objects.
No.
We're art forms.
The Sixth Sense was a lot like a heightened form of understanding.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't spoken, it wasn't felt with the hands, seen with the eyes, heard with the ears. You couldn't taste it, but it was there.
I know, you can feel it.
There, it was wonderful, and I
It was
think it came through in the film.
It was a beautiful
I think it came through.
experience.
It was
Yes.
wonderful,
Mhm.
wonderful film.
Thank you, my dear.
Tell me about your hometown.
My hometown, I'm technically around London, but I'm in some random little town that I'm not going to mention because nobody knows where it is. So, but as a child, I kept moving around a lot because we got in trouble with the Irish Army Service thingamabob, whichever that was. So we ended up moving to South Africa because my mom promised me we were going to play with bongo drums. Obviously, that didn't work out. And then we moved to Australia, and then we moved to India. At some point, we were in Korea. At some point, we were in Canada. Then the United States, but then we got in trouble with the IRS, and then we moved back to Britain. It's a whole circle. We literally went around the road. Except for not in
Yeah,
China.
sort of.
Except for not in China. Too big. Too big. It's alright. It's alright. I like China. China's cool.
It's all right. It's all right. You must have many, many different experiences from your travels as a child.
Yes, it was. It was mostly because my parents were a little cuckoo. But, you know, as I was growing up, I began to look at our art form in different cultures and how each culture represents our art form. And you know what? It's honestly the same as how we portray it. Again, we portray it as art and as beautiful, but other countries around the world do that, and it's wonderful.
We're in a global community now.
It's beautiful. I love it. But it's except the United States, you know, they could just, no, it doesn't work. I'm sorry. We're too commercialized.
True, true.
Definitely.
What was the moment you realized you wanted to work in this business?
I realized when I wanted to work it when I hit puberty. Definitely, because some people would say, oh, I loved it as a child and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? I actually grew up and actually studied the art form from when I was very young. But then I didn't actually want to do it until I tried it out myself, actually. Me and a couple of friends of mine actually made a home video called As Ventura. So that actually was like, hey, if I actually join the business, this is going to be amazing because I'm doing what I love to do.
And get paid to do it.
Exactly, get
That's
paid to do it.
The best kind of work. You don't feel like you work at all.
I know, it's wonderful, isn't it?
It's fantastic. And these days, tell me about your favorite pastime.
I work in an orphanage, actually.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
It's wonderful.
It's very nice. It's all about the children, my friend.
It is always about the children.
Yes. That's how it is.
And how are they?
Oh, they are wonderful, actually. Some of the little boys are a little weird at times, but I can understand. So, that's right. But some of the little girls there actually are little, just devils.
Really?
Yes. They are so horrible to each other. Again, it's probably about, I don't know, the boys being stupid, but whatever.
I suppose that is just a part of growing up, though.
Yeah, that's okay.
I remember when I was a child, there were.
Yeah.
We didn't move around so much, but there were ups and downs. The children I grew up with, they were
very chaotic.
Chaotic is a word. Chaotic is
a word.
I never seemed to fit in any of the groups I found myself in. It was difficult at times because I was trying to find my place, and especially as a small child, if you can't find your place in society, it's terrible.
Yeah, it is. It is horrible, guys. Seriously.
And
it's horrible.
I really feel for the children that you work with. As oftentimes up and down as my family was, they were there for me when I needed them to be.
Yeah.
And
it's a good thing.
I just.
It's okay. That's all right.
I don't know how we would have gone through that point otherwise.
That's okay. But you know what? We are better off now.
We are.
We are. We're having fun.
Yes.
We're having a great life.
Yes.
And what we do.
Life only gets better.
Yes, it does only get better.
And we've come to our last segment, ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
As you remember at home, have our 5 colors here.
Oh, God.
Black, blue, white, green, and red.
Okay.
Corinne,
Yes, my dear.
pick a color.
I'm going to go with the blue.
Blue it is. All right, blue. And allow me to mark that. All right, blue it is. Pick a second color.
Go with red.
Red. Interesting, interesting. And a third color.
I'm going to go with black.
Black. Really?
Mix it up a little bit.
Interesting combination.
Yes, my dear.
Well, Corinne, it's been
Yes, my dear.
wonderful seeing you again.
It's been wonderful, my dear.
It's good to see you again. And to everyone at home, remember, it's always about the children. We'll be right back.
So what are you doing this summer?
The usual. Hanging out on the porch, working at the golf course. You know.
Why don't you try to expand yourself? Maybe get out of here for a while.
I just don't have any real desire to. Not at this point in my life.
You've been in school for 6 years now, and you don't seem to have any ideas on what you want to do with your life.
For the time being, I just want to hang on the porch with my boys, observing things, like a Greek philosopher or a Zen monk.
Sometimes, I think you're just scared to leave this place.
What scares me is that I might leave here and spend the rest of my life doing something that I don't want to do.
Well, what might that be?
I don't know. I don't want to be some guy stuck in a fluorescent-lit office, living in some boring, sterile suburban house, going out to strip clubs with my equally unhappy coworkers, thinking I'm living the American dream when really I'm just completely miserable.
So, how are you planning on avoiding that scenario?
I don't know.
Take Zach, for instance. He wants to create the next great sitcom. He says the 70s had MASH, the 80s had Cheers, the 90s, Seinfeld. He wants to be the guy behind the show for the new millennium. So he went to New York. He started writing. Sure, he's got some minor setbacks, but eventually, he's gonna do it.
He wants his legacy to be on Nick at Night.
Exactly. But my point is, Zach knows what he wants to do, and he's doing it. I don't, so I figured I'd just hang out around here until I figure out what I want to do.
You're 25. That's a quarter of a century. In all of that time, you haven't come up with anything else to do with your life besides hanging out on that porch?
I've got some ideas. I just don't want to be tied down right now. I want the freedom to do what I want, when I want, where I want. And I think I've already kind of got that.
But what about when your goals and plans finally get off of that porch?
I could get off that porch anytime I want to. Hey, I could buy that Ferrari and drive down to Mexico tomorrow. I could.
How would you do that?
You know what I'm doing up in my room all day? Hey, I'm not downloading porn like my friends say. I'm looking for information. It's amazing how much money you can make if you just do a little research.
You're online trading?
Yeah, in 2 weeks, I was able to triple that $500. That was 2 years ago.
So how much do you have now?
If I had to guess, if I added up everything I've invested since then, I'd say in the neighborhood of 150 grand.
Are you serious?
Well, a lot of it's tied up in investments, properties, stocks.
Property? Where do you have property?
All over the place. Idaho.
Why would you buy property in Idaho?
Well, I read in the gossip column that Leonardo bought a ranch there. I found out exactly where. I bought a few acres next door the very next day for $5 grand. Today, that property's worth at least 3 times that much. Our obsession with celebrities is fascinating, isn't it?
You're amazing sometimes. You know that, right?
Yeah, what's that supposed to mean?
Well, you're one of the smartest people I know, and so many people think that you're just wasting your potential by hanging out here. Then you do an about face and tell me that you figured out what almost everyone else has spent their entire lives seeking.
Imagination is more important than knowledge. Albert Einstein.
So how's life outside of New York City?
It's not so bad.
Yeah, that's because you've been fucking drunk since you got here, you lush.
Yeah, well, I'm worried that if I actually do ever sober up, I'll want to go back to New York, or even worse, call up Zandra.
Yeah, that'd be a first. A guy sobers up and calls his ex-girlfriend.
Right? Usually it's like 4 in the morning and you're fucking plastered. And you're all like, baby, please, take me back. Baby, baby. Or something.
You know, I can tell you've done that before.
Matter of fact, I did it last week.
Hey, maybe you should just keep on drinking. You don't want an episode like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm going back to the house. Enough the day's wasted, but I'm not wasted enough.
Word.
Yeah, word to your mother. I hear that.
Shit.
There was a time my life was in line and the world seemed to smile on me.
Hey, Zach, have you seen Mandy around?
I don't know. Herm said something about taking her out for coffee or something.
Damn, we were supposed to have lunch together.
Yeah, well, didn't you see her? I mean, you're staying at her place, right?
Well, I had a few too many last night and I passed out pretty hard. Plus, I'm used to sleeping through garbage trucks at 4 a.m., you know?
Yeah, it's different now that you're not getting plastered 5 times a week.
Tell me about it. Anyway, I'm hungry. Have you eaten yet?
Sorry, I had a slice before.
Oh,
But I am a little dehydrated. Tell you what, I'll have a soda with you.
okay.
Trying to open your eyes. There is no shame. I'll never feel the same. It's this much more than a compromise. I'm opening my eyes. Opening my eyes.
Man, this is one of the things I missed most when I was in New York.
Just being around real people.
What do you mean?
I mean that New York City is just so full of fakes, especially when you're in the artistic circle.
Man, I thought LA was where all the phonies were.
No, he's right. You should see all the bullshit that goes on downtown. There's a damn good reason they call it a bull market.
Yeah, I see them all the time with their designer suits and their imported beers.
Ha, tell me about it. And those are the guys that are swimming around in my dating pool.
My dating pool is full of chain-smoking freaks hiding behind their artistic shield or self-absorbed airheads who think they're the center of their universe.
Yeah, did you ever think you would miss just hanging out and drinking a few beers?
Nope. Could have predicted that one in a couple million years.
What? Don't people drink beer in New York?
Just Guinness or Corona or some other imported, overpriced BS. Thank you very much, but I'll drink my Po White trash and get drunk without the peanuts.
Speaking of which, we need another case.
All right, I'll go.
Okay, I'll go too.
Hey, beer's here.
What's up with him?
We know that beer display with the pictures of chick in bikini down the convenience store?
And Po White's beer bib.
One of these days I'm gonna steal that thing and put it up in my room.
You know that Zach's ex, right?
He was dating a model?
Yeah, he saw that, got really pissed off. Said he's gonna swear off Po White's, never gonna drink it again. Says every time he sees the bottle, it's gonna remind him of her.
That's crazy talk. I mean, I'm gonna have a word with him.
No, I think you're the last person he wants to talk to right now.
The man's drinking future is at stake here. I mean, I've never felt this way about anything before, but this is important.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing the beginning of a natural disaster.
Hearn told us what happened. It's not true, is it?
Yes, it is. I used to date the Po White's girl.
No, I mean, you're not gonna give up Po White's, are you?
Every time I drink one, I'll think of her.
Now hold on, that's crazy talk. You mean to tell me that you're gonna let some broad come in between you and your beer? I mean, think about it. How many nights on that porch alone have you and Po White's had the time of your life?
I don't know.
A lot of fucking times. Now, what has Po White's ever done against you?
Let me see. Caused me a lot of money. Caused me a lot of hangovers. Made me puke. Made me wake up one morning naked in bed with Secret Victoria.
Yeah, so what? You enjoyed all of it, even Secret Victoria.
She's the queen of the fat chicks, man.
Hey, you know, even I'll admit it, she's fun to fuck.
You screwed Big Vicky?
Hell, who hasn't? I mean, you know, at 2 a.m., even I get the urge sometimes. And, you know, but don't mention this to Tina.
Yeah, but every time I drink a beer, I don't want to be thinking about some guy with a 14-inch dick banging my girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend. Now, come on. When you compare the two, who's been better to you over the years?
Po White's.
That's right. Now, how many nights have you had that wouldn't have happened without the help of Po White's?
A lot.
That's right. Now, when you think about it, this beer has been a lot better to you than that chick ever was. Now, do you mean to tell me you're gonna let some broad come between you and the drink that's brought you so much joy over the years?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. And I know just what to do to make you find out.
So, how did your talk go?
He's a little confused, but he'll be okay. He's gonna need our help, though.
What do you mean?
Well, I got a plan to help him get back to being himself again.
Yeah? What exactly is this great plan of yours?
Well, if you would just shut up and listen, I'll tell you. Tony, the first special assignment I got is gonna be your responsibility.
Oh man, I better start going doing damage control right now.
Yeah, I can't believe it. You actually let Pete talk to him?
What's going on, man?
I'm just way fucked up, man.
It's Po White's, right?
Yeah.
Well, I know you don't want to hear this right now. You gotta call her, man. You gotta get some closure, bro.
Man, why should I call her?
Because you're gonna have to call her eventually. I mean, you still got a key to her place, right? You gotta at least return that. And besides, isn't most of your stuff still there? You're pissed off because of some beer she did a commercial for. That's probably a major association for you. But are you seriously gonna have a breakdown every time you see a PWT sign?
I guess not.
And eventually you're gonna start dating again, right?
You know, things are different now, man. It's not like when you were in school out there.
Yeah? Well, right now, out on that porch, there's a girl who's interested in dating you. And she lives in New York City.
You mean Kara?
Hell yeah. You two should start dating a long time ago.
Well, who thinks that?
Everybody but you two. Mandy said she tried to hook you guys up at the Winter Mixer a few years back.
What happened?
You were doing shots with Viking. You threw up on her.
And she's willing to put that in the past? And you still think she might be interested?
After 6 years on that porch, you see a lot of faces, you learn a little bit about how to read them.
So, she's forgiven me and moved on.
Put it in the past. Now it's time for you to put it in the past. Make that call. Besides, don't you at least want your stereo back?
If you don't mind, I think I'll make this call in private.
I gotta admit, I'm impressed.
So you think it's a good idea?
No, I think it's fucking crazy, but I'm impressed you came up with this sort of idea, though.
So I guess now all we need is Zach.
We'll go get him.
Pete, since you masterminded the whole thing, I think you should go get him.
Yeah, mind. The word you don't usually use after master when talking about Pete.
You know, maybe if you had looked after me like Mom wanted, instead of letting me degenerate into my current state of affairs.
All right, this is QM2, and we are rocking out down at Marcus.
All right, let's get this show on the road. I'll go talk with him.
Man, you guys do some crazy shit around here.
Yeah, I've just been really fucked up these last couple of days, both literally and figuratively. Yeah, I'll be back in the city in a couple of days. Right, like I'm really gonna believe that one. Like you're really gonna go on Palm My Stereo. All right, I'll see you back in the city. Bye.
So conversation go well?
Turns out she's been just as fucked up over this whole situation as I've been.
So maybe she's not the cold-hearted bitch you've been betraying her as.
She's willing to redeem herself. And she never mentioned my name to the show's producers.
Really?
Yeah. After I ripped up the script, she figured I'd never want to write for that stupid show anyway.
So it was on your own merit?
It was on my own merit.
And I guess you're going back then.
I'm going back to New York City. I do believe I've had enough.
Where are you gonna stay?
Her place.
Really?
Well, yeah. You know how hard it is to find a place in Manhattan these days.
Yeah, but moving back in with the ex?
Yeah. But this time, I'm staying on the couch.
So come on, let's go join the party.
You know, I think my days as a porch guy are almost over.
Well, it's not the life for everybody.
Yeah, but it's all right for a couple days at a time. It's a nice vacation.
Not everyone can live it full time, though. Permanent vacation is not an easy lifestyle to maintain. But come on, I think Pete's got something special planned for you.
Do I even want to know?
I don't really know. But I haven't seen Pete this motivated in a long time, so we better humor him.
Pete motivated. This has been a most unusual day indeed.
Damn straight.
What the fuck is this? This is your past. A painful memory which you cannot shake, and a memory that we will destroy.
Dude, just talk to her. It's cool.
Hey, just humor him, man. I haven't seen him put this much effort in anything in a long time.
You stupid bitch who fucked up our friend Zach are condemned. Sacred bottle, please. The sacred Zippo, please. After being doused with my pyrotechnic urine, you are going to be condemned to Satan's fiery gates of hell. Burn, baby, burn, 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 burn, baby, burn. Let's go
I wanna say no. I wanna say go for it.
So Zach went back to New York. I guess he's still on good terms with his ex. He's dating Kara now. She's no beer model, but she's damn cute. I swear to God, how the fuck does that bastard do it? I wish I knew. Maybe they like a guy who's going somewhere. He's even got an agent now, and he says he's been talking to people about developing a show. It's great comedy for the new millennium. He says one of the characters is even based on me. I don't really know if he's telling me the truth or not, but hey, I give him credit for trying. Especially in this world that we live in. Seems like every day the rules are changing. What you thought was true is proven to be false. That you can really only be certain about uncertainty. Yeah, these are topsy-turvy times we live in. Doesn't really suit me. I kind of like a little stability in my life, and I like to keep it simple. It's pretty tough to do in this complex world we live in. There are very few things that you can be sure of anymore. Just about the only thing that you can really be sure of is this. We'll be on the porch.
It's still from the same bottle, don't worry. It's one drink. Wonderful. Ah, lost. Better. You know, from time to time, I think about my childhood, and I wonder about the children of today and how they're growing up. It's a very strange world we live in these days, especially here in America. Divorce rates at about 50%. I just wonder about the role of the family, the biological family, I suppose, and the non-biological family for those of us who are of adoptive families. Sometimes you just get that feeling that even if you have a family in your life, they're not around as much as you'd like. It's hard, and I heard all through my childhood how I have everything provided for me. How could I want anything else? And I just never had that emotional support from my family. Sure, they were there to provide anything that I needed physically, but emotionally, for my sense of self, what defines me, it felt as though they were never around. And I often wonder if that is a common trait among youth, or if I was the only one. Little bug. In any case, one of the main reasons I got into this business was the sense of family, the sense of community, the tight-knit nature of the who and the what. Production companies that aren't workspaces so much as homesteads that you come into work and you feel as though you truly belong there. That's part of why I got into this business. Bugs now flying around my face. I guess that's an important part about why we do what we do, Rootsworth. Everybody needs somebody. Sometimes that somebody is you. Get out the address book. We have some notes to send. We're going to go alphabetically, I think. Is it arranged alphabetically, Rootsworth? Good, we'll go that way. We'll be right back. Rootsworth, I'd like to propose a toast. To Charles Kingsley, actor. To Dennis Whitney, director and perpetual pain in my ass. To Joseph Russell, talent scout. Marcus Ford, video editor. Paul Levette, manager of talents. And to Corinne Mill, actress. To you, sir, my faithful cameraman. To Davis Elliott, our screenwriter, to whom I am newly engaged. To the members and executive board of WNYF TV, to SUNY Fredonia, and to you, the viewer. Thank you all for standing by us. To you. It's been a long season here. We've seen a lot from the archives. We've talked to a number of very important people in my life and in our business. For us, it is about the exploration of ourselves and the world around us. It is to entertain so that you, the viewer, are always, always by our side. It is for the children, of course, so that they may grow up and understand the things that we all need to understand. And it's great fun. It's great fun being here with all of you. And I thank you for viewing. Although this is the season close of Alexander Sanford, we have a new season coming in the fall of 2012. Our producers have decided to make a few changes with how we do things around here. When we return, there will be more camera angles, not just one. And there will be less archive footage. We may do a bit more informational work and self-exploration. Hopefully, you will tune in and become part of that as well. And if you're thinking what I'm thinking, we can have ourselves a little fun along the way. Thank you again for tuning in tonight. I hope to see you very soon.